I think that people should be able to go to T-Mobile or any other venue in the city, purchase a ticket.
Hey guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome to Modi Speaks. This incident we are about to discuss right now was drawn to my attention 11 days ago, and wrongfully of me, I refused to talk about it. That was so shameful of me, that was disgraceful of me, and I deeply apologize for that. I was worried for this channel. I was worried that the actions displayed by the black piece of trash in this video was going to be getting my channel in trouble. Okay, and yes, it was gonna do that. Okay, so for that I overlooked the story, I gave into the censorship, and now I deeply regret that inaction of me. You see, I would be a hypocrite if I claim to be a justice warrior but then allow big platforms like this one to silence me. Okay, the platform like the one we are in right now, if I allow them to silence me, then I would be a hypocrite. Okay, especially when the world needs my voice the most. I would be a coward to just give in to the censorship, and that is why I am finally talking about this incident right now. This evil needs to be exposed, and I will not be happy with myself if I don't do my job well. An innocent senior citizen, an old man of 66 years old, who was working as an usher during NBA Young Boys tour in Kansas City, was brutally assaulted by a black boy for simply doing his job. The old man, who was later identified as Thomas Schlange, was simply going about his duties when he was attacked. Okay, he was going about his duties when his attacker started behaving erratically, left his seat, and attempted to move to an area that he shouldn't be in during the concert. Now, this was when Thomas Schlange, who was working as an usher, told him to get back to his assigned seat. But instead of complying, the boy became violent. He threw Thomas into seats and pummeled him until bystanders had to intervene. Just watch.
I think that people should be able to go to T-Mobile or any other venue in the city, purchase a ticket, and enjoy their show. And it should not be interrupted by people who misbehave.
The T-Mobile Center employee on the receiving end of a brutal attack at T-Mobile Center at a concert Sunday shares his story with Fox 4 now. Kansas City police arrested a teenager for beating up a 66-year-old guest services employee.
But that teen has since been released during the police investigation. Fox 4's Malik Jackson live in downtown Kansas City outside T-Mobile Center where this all went down.
Bear it in mind, the assailant has been released after beating a week-old man within an inch of his life. He has been released. But let's continue.
Guest services employee.
But that teen has since been released during the police investigation. Fox 4's Malik Jackson live in downtown Kansas City outside T-Mobile Center where this all went down. Now, Malik, how's that employee doing? He says his injuries are both physical and psychological.
He does. Thomas Langley, a 17-year veteran guest services employee right here at the T-Mobile Center, but he still thinks it's important to share his story, and he's doing so first right here on Fox 4. We want to warn you that this video is hard to watch.
I mean, it is serious that I went down and had blows to my head.
That is 66-year-old Thomas Langley describing the moments he's thrown on his back and repeatedly punched over and over again. And the only thing on his mind?
Just getting him off me. Because he was so enraged, so we were in essence trying to protect the fans.
This all happening Sunday at the NBA Youngboy concert. The teen was arrested but since released to his parents pending the completion of the investigation. He was asked to move to another place because his ticket wasn't where he was sitting, and immediately he just completely lost it. Pastor Robert McDaniel was at the concert. He witnessed this, and this is his video. We asked why he thought taking the video and sharing it is important. He says so as to illuminate what's going on. But there's something going on in his heart that he needs to be fixed, and what that is his emotions. He needs to learn how to operate and work through and process through his emotions.
He was released almost immediately after attempting to pummel that old man to death. He was just released with an advice on how to handle his emotions. You can go, buddy. Just learn how to manage your anger. Nothing but a slap on the wrist. Now, that is why we keep seeing this kind of attitude today. That is why the black community is producing the dysfunction we are all witnessing today. Every single time there is a story like this, we see the same pattern. We see chaos, we see violence, destruction, and it is all shrugged off as just part of the culture. Well, I am done pretending this is normal. This is not normal. This is cultural poison, and it is high time we say what it is. We say it the way it is. Rap culture has destroyed the lives of many young black men. The fact that this happened at an NBA Youngboy concert tells me more about the situation. This guy, NBA Youngboy, is known for encouraging violence and promoting physical assaults in his songs, okay? He has a long track record of promoting aggression, destruction, and open hostility in his lyrics and his shows. We have seen videos upon videos of fans breaking car windows of fellow fans during his shows, fighting in the parking lot, tearing up the arena seats like it's part of the show, and the crowd cheers. Nobody is shocked anymore because this behavior has been normalized. The stage message is simple. Don't let anybody check you. Strike back, show no respect. NBA Youngboy loved these fights, okay? He loved these fights that usually break out during his performances. He sings about the violence, he sings about guns, and he glories in the anarchy. Now, when you feed that message to impressionable young people, especially black boys who come from already shaky homes, okay? Single parent households or dysfunctional two-parent households, young individuals who are already directionless. When you give them this kind of message, you are lighting a fuse. That's part of what happened in the Kansas City. A teenager, pumped full of the same defiance and rage he's been listening to, decided to make it real on an innocent old man doing his job. The reasonable folks among us have been saying this for years. They have been pointing out for years that if you destroy the family, if you destroy respect for authority, this is what you get. No father in the home, no discipline, no structure, and a culture that glorifies violence, rebellion, and doing whatever you want. A so-called teenager doesn't get that way overnight, okay? This is years and years of neglect, bad influences, and a total lack of moral guidance. We are seeing a generation of people raised without consequences. A generation who believes everything is someone else's fault and never their fault. Where schools are afraid to discipline and where social media rewards the worst behavior with clicks and views. You can see it in the crowd. Instead of helping, the people pulled out their phones to record an old man getting beaten within an inch of his life. That so-called pastor decided it was better to record and film this old man getting pummeled by a rebellious black boy instead of pulling him off the old man and trying to diffuse the situation. What a disappointment. Moral decay on full display. I feel nothing but disgust for this degenerate assailant. But I feel more disgust for the justice system who decided to let him go with just a slap on the wrist. This soft on crime approach need to end, okay? This privilege and preferential treatment need to end also. I know the news report identifies the violent guy as just a teenager, but that doesn't mean they should just let him go just like that. If you are old enough to beat a man half to death, then you are old enough to face the real consequences of your actions, not just a slap on the wrist and some community service. That way, you will learn the lessons the hard way, and also future perpetrators will be equally discouraged from replicating the degenerate behavior. I also think that parents must be held accountable when their kids commit violent crimes. If you raise a violent child, you should bear the consequences. You should share the responsibility of that violent child. It is high time we start holding horrible parents accountable for raising monsters, because in most cases, the decay begins from home, from the parents and the kind of values they chose to inculcate in their children. If you refuse to raise your kids to respect authority and to understand consequences, then I think you should also bear the consequences when the troubles of your parental neglect or your parental failures come calling. But as always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please Feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.